Today I'm going to teach you how to play 3 introductions to 3 really famous classical guitar pieces. Why 3 different pieces? Well, that way you can then choose if any of them, whether any of them you'd like to learn in its entirety. Rather than sort of do one whole thing, which is going to take a long time, I thought, well, I'll give you a choice. I'll just give you a little taster of each one. It's great for practice, left-right hand coordination, easier than you think. So, you know, even if you've only been playing a little while, don't shy away from this lesson. Do it and you will surprise yourself at how well you will do it. I promise you. I want you to come back, so I'm not going to give you something that's impossible for you to do, alright? Trust me, trust me, trust me. Alright, so we're going to do the first one, which was this one. Now don't be frightened by the speed. It's not as fast as you think. It's all technique. It's like a magician. Once you know what the trick is, you know, that's how you do it. Yes, I shouldn't be telling you that, but God, there we go. Alright, first finger, put it on the 2nd string and leave it there. Don't move it, okay? First finger, just leave it there, alright? And put your first finger on the 5th string at the 7th fret. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to learn the left hand first, okay? This hand is going to, we'll look at that in a minute, alright? Forget about that. First finger, just leave it there. Okay, so 5th string, 7th fret with your thumb, everything with your thumb. 4th string at the 9th fret with your 3rd finger. At the 10th fret with your little finger. At the 7th fret with your 1st finger. At the 9th fret again with your 3rd finger, okay? And then finally back to the 5th string with your little finger. I'll do that slowly. 5th string 7th, 4th string 9th, 4th string 10th, 4th string 7th, 4th string 9th, and then back to the 5th string 10th with your little finger. You can do that 3 times and count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then the final bar, because we're going to do 4 bars, is going to go 4th string at the 7th fret, 5th string at the 9th, 5th string at the 10th, back to the 4th string at the 7th, back to the 5th string at the 9th, back to the 5th string at the 10th. Alright, so the first part we did 3 times. And we concluded with the 4th bar. And when you put that together with the open 2nd string that you're now going to play. Now, the open 2nd string comes after every melody note with the thumb, so you just get used to that. When you've got to there, start again. Jumps off into another part of the track, which again we will do if you decide you want to learn how to do that. That's like a grade 8 piece, I think. So the difficulty, you know, you're going to spend a lot of time learning that if you want to do it, which we can do. But there's nothing we can't do in this room. We can do everything, unless it's shreddy stuff and too much thrash metal. We'll do a bit of it, but it's not really in my bag. But anything else we can do, and even a bit of that we could do. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one was Malaguena. There are lots of versions of this. I like this one the best. Play an E7th. What's an E7th? Play an E major and take off your 3rd finger, alright? Whenever a chord sounds, though it's more complicated, more often than not, it's easier. It usually means you're taking a finger off. Put fingers 1, 2 and 3 on strings 3, 2 and 1 and leave them there. Do not move them. Keep them there. Don't move them, alright? Stay there. This is what we're going to do. Again, thumb's going to play the melody note. Those 2 fingers are going to stay throughout until I say otherwise, alright? So, open bass string at the 4th fret, 5th string at the 2nd fret where those fingers, or where that finger is. This one's still on as well. And we're going to do that twice. Alright? Boom, 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 6, 6, 5. Then we're going to jump to an A minor, and we're going to play, an A minor is played like that, folks, if you can't remember. you beginners out there, okay? There we are. Okay, now these three fingers are still there, remember? Fifth string, little finger to the bass note, the third, up to the fifth string at the third fret, onto it again, open fifth, fifth string at the third, bring up your second finger, fifth string at the second, take it off, fifth string open. Okay, I'll play that A minor bit again. At this point your little finger will go onto the bass string, the sixth string at the third fret, and in doing so, bring off your first finger that was currently sitting on the second string. Lift that at that point. At that point, not before, not later, but when that little finger goes on. Do that again. Yeah, okay, came off there, and then finally play that at the first fret. All the while, this finger stayed where it is. Okay, so I'll play that through. And do it all again. Oop. And then all again. But when you go to the A minor the next time, it's slightly different. You're going to play an open fifth, fifth at the second, fifth at the third, open fourth, fourth at the second, fourth at the third. Okay, it's a lovely run that, and then a bass note E while you're moving your fingers up to the E position, and we'll finish with a pluck. Now let's look at the right hand. Every time you play a bass melody, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the half beat is going to play. So it's as simple as that. It takes a little bit of getting used to, so don't go too fast. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, but just you can put a little that's when a little bit further down the line, put these little prangs, as I call them. All right, so that's 2 down. Another one to go. Now this is more of a pop classical thing. It's not really a classical guitar piece. It sort of is, but it sort of isn't. You know, who did it? Can't remember. I do remember, but I'm getting old. I'll think of it as I play. Right, A minor. We know A minor. We've just done it. These 3 fingers, keep them in that position again. At some point, we're going to bring them up to there, so you know, think on that. If I forget to tell you when we do the G bit, those 2 fingers are going to come to there, all right, there to there. So, but to start with, we're going to play strings 5 and 2. Now the second string is open to begin with, and we play 5 and 2, and then we're going to hammer on and pull off with this first finger. And just to be clear what that means for you beginners out there, a hammer on is this. I'll play the open second, and a pull off is this. So when I say a hammer and pull off, you're going to do this. Okay, so we start this off with a 5 and 2 with this finger off, and a hammer and a pull off. Okay, clear on that? So 5 and 2, hammer and pull off. Then put this finger back on, second finger, first finger, and play a 2, and then a 3, and then a 2, and then a 3 again, and then bring all your fingers off. So, sorry, I got that wrong. I'll do that again. 5 and 2, hammer and pull off. Then a 2, then a 3, then a bass, 5th string, then a 2, then a 3, and then come off. I'm sorry about that. Then to your G. When you come off there, put your 3rd finger on the bass string at the 3rd fret. And this is where these fingers will come up. Okay, finger 1 will now play string 4, and finger 2 will now play string 3. And you play 6, 4, 3. Drop your 2nd finger to the 2nd fret on the bass string and play 6, 4, 3 again. Then bring your fingers off and play 6, 4. Alright, I'll play up to there. Then to an E minor, straightforward E minor. 6 and 2. Then your little finger drops onto the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. Then it comes off and you play the note again. And you put it back on again. Then a bass. So I'll play that. Then bring your little finger off and play a 2nd string followed by a bass string again. So, and then a half beat. I always do that on the half beat to an A minor on the 3rd string. Now, you only need to really bring these 2 fingers down. So you play the half beat there and then followed by a 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4. And then this finger is poised then to start again. So I'll do that really slowly, okay? To the G where you bring your fingers up. To the E minor. To the half beat on the A minor. Now people say, look, why are we putting our fingers on the E minor when we're not ready? We're not hitting the 5th string, we're not hitting the 4th string. You will hear it. You will hear it, so that's why you're going to put your fingers on, alright? And even if you couldn't hear it, if you hit a 5th string by mistake, which you might and probably will, then at least you've got your fingers are on a chord where it becomes acceptable, and the audience won't know. If you don't cover yourself like that, then people will laugh at you, or they will laugh at me. Alright? 2 things that can happen in performance. You'll either go down well and you get paid, or you go down shit and people throw bricks at you. Now which one do you want it to be? Put those 2 fingers on there. Always cover your back. Alright, so first one. Second one. Third one. Alright, so listen, I hope you've enjoyed those 3. Give them a go. And remember, treat these as exercises. When you look in books and theory books and all that, they'll show you these exercises, and they are important, but they can also be really, really boring. So if you're going to learn how to do left hand, right hand coordination, then learn to play something cool whilst doing it, alright? You don't have to just play a load of crap. Play something that's going to entertain people while you're doing it, alright? So this is teaching you how to stretch while keeping these going. Keeping this going, you know, making sure that your fingers on the left hand are making contact while the fingers on the right hand are making contact at exactly the same time. Alright, remember, it's got to be like a bus when you play. If it's too early or too late, it's useless. It's got to be on time. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed that that lesson. And forgive me, I've just realised I've been chewing gum all the way through that. If my mother was watching this, she would be totally and utterly appalled. So, sorry Mum, if you happen to be watching. I will see you all again shortly. Again, I've mentioned I was going to do a few other bits and pieces, which I've not yet done, mainly because not enough people have asked for it or have commented on it, and I intend up doing the ones that people like more than the ones that, you know. So if you like any of those 3 I've just done, then let me know, and we may do 1 or 2 in its entirety. It's up to you, ultimately. It's up to you. Right, I'm going to go. I will see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.